Good morning, SKN. I'm Andre Cunningham.
And I'm Cortensia Carty, and yes, Andre has been laughing already, and the morning has just begun. For those of you who are joining us via YouTube, streaming via YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, welcome on in. For those of you who are watching us on the cable, channel 40, welcome. For those of you who don't know about that, go tell your bosses now they can turn on channel 40 so that they can catch us if you're watching us on your telephone. And for those of you in St. Martin that tune in every day on Tel TV, welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Still, how many ounces make a pound?
Does he understand I'm not good at math?
Yes, please.
I'm not. So tell me the answer.
It's 16 ounces.
16?
16
See,
ounces.
I could have gone over and cheat and come and look over.
But you didn't.
I didn't, so yeah.
My co-host. High five.
With that said, we hope your day would have started great, and we will start the day now with local news. This comes from SKNIS. St. Kitts and Nevis receive a total of 51st generation new bikes thanks to the partnership between the Embassy of St. Kitts and Nevis in the Republic of China, Taiwan, and the Taipei city government. A brief handing over ceremony was held on June 9, 2023 at the Taipei City Hall. Speaking at the event, the Federation's resident ambassador to Taiwan, His Excellency Donya L. Francis, thanked Taipei City Mayor Chiang Wang-an and the Taipei City government for the donation. Ambassador Francis explained that the first 50 generation new bikes will not only enhance St. Kitts and Nevis' efforts to become a sustainable island state, but also encourage more physical activity among the citizens and residents. Ambassador Francis said, and quote, "It is my hope that the bikes will be used to support the events organized by the Ministry of Health, SKN Moves, and also youth bike rides by the Ministry of Youth Empowerment and other non-governmental organizations," end quote. That's a good thing. Awesome. I saw a bike like this, but the guy, his own has I think he has a smart bike. His own has a meter, so he moves very fast. So this is pretty nice. I like this.
Very attractive,
yes,
indeed. And still on the local scene, this one comes to us from SKNI Vibes. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, RSCNF, continues to intensify and expand its efforts to curb incidences of criminal activity in St. Kitts and Nevis. At last week's press conference on June 7, 2023, Commissioner of Police James Sutton outlined a number of administrative and tactical adjustments the force recently executed in an effort to increase manpower and their community presence. Among these changes was the High Command's decision to suspend all personal leave and vacation for police and significantly increasing the number of community patrols nationwide. To further augment these changes, the police force is also expanding and upgrading its national CCTV monitoring system. The effort began spaced on June 10, 2023 in the area of McKnight on St. Kitts, with the installation of additional surveillance cameras in key areas. In the coming weeks, additional surveillance cameras will be installed in communities around the country. Those previously installed will be upgraded to ensure law enforcement officers are provided with critical technical support at all times. The Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force's primary goal is the establishment and maintenance of an atmosphere of peace, safety, and security in the Federation.
I'm happy to hear about those cameras because we need them. So hopefully they can keep crime at bay so we can live peaceful. And as they
say, no face, no case.
Exactly.
Happy for those cameras.
As we proceed now, this story comes from SKNIS. Minister of Public Infrastructure, Energy and Utilities et al., the Honorable Conrad Maynard, during his presentation in Parliament on June 12th, gave an update on the water situation on St. Kitts. He stated that BEAD technology has located an underground source of water, which, if successful through the drilling of a well, will generate about 500,000 gallons of water per day and 15 million gallons per month. Minister Maynard said, and quote, "This will directly affect not only the Keon and the surrounding communities, but also the St. Peter's community, because at present, the water that we capture from rain that has been reduced by 40% is shared between the St. Peter's and Keon area. If we are able to get the well in Keon done, and it is close to the 500,000 gallons per day, then we can divert all the water to St. Peter's. That's usually shared between Keon and St. Peter's," end quote. Honorable Maynard emphasized the government's commitment to solving and resolving the issue related to water and stated that, end quote, plans are in play. He added also that the Federation is experiencing a drought, saying, and quote, "We get the overwhelming majority of our water from rainfall, and I am advised that for the first 5 months of the year, January to May, we have received just about 60% of the normal rainfall for the same period in previous years," end quote. Wow.
I'm happy for Keon.
Yeah, I hope it's a success, because I know the struggles. They go home, they can't wash, they can't have a shower, they probably can't even make some tea, so good things. Let's hope that it works out.
And here's what's happening in our local weather report. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 88 and a low of 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a look at your weather forecast for today. Up next, we have regional and international news. GMSKN continues right after this.
Hi everybody, my name is Erica Edwards. I am a singer-songwriter, and I want you guys to tune into st.kitts, Good Morning SKN.
Thanks for staying with us. You're now in time for regional news. This one comes to us from the Antigua newsroom. The University of the West Indies, the UWI, Open Campus is pleased to announce the appointment of Mrs. Leslie Crane Mitchell as campus public orator for the academic years 2023 to 2025, with effect from August 1st, 2023. Mrs. Crane Mitchell will succeed Dr. Veronica Simon, who has been serving in the capacity since August 1st, 2021, and whose service in this role will formally end on July 31st, 2023. Mrs. Crane Mitchell currently serves as head of site Open Campus St. Lucia, a position she has held since August 1st, 2021, after serving in the role of acting head from August 1st, 2019 to July 31st, 2021. She has led the site through the difficult period of the COVID-19 pandemic, maintaining its vibrancy through the provision of continuing and professional education programs, public lectures, workshops, seminars, and significant registration in Senate-approved degree programs. Mrs. Crane Mitchell began her career with the Open Campus St. Lucia in August 2010 2010, as outreach officer and then marketing and outreach officer from August 2011 to July 2019. During her years serving in this position, she made a significant impact on internal, local, and regional stakeholders, building and strengthening relationships and raising awareness of the UWI Open Campus and its lifelong learning mandate.
Congratulations to her, and
Indeed.
may her tenure be great.
Of course.
On the international scene, our news comes from BBC. The efforts by a Nigerian chef to break the record for cooking non-stop have been officially recognized by the Guinness World Record, the GWR. Hilda Baci became a national sensation after cooking for 4 days last month. She cooked for 100 hours and was allowed a 5-minute break each hour, or the equivalent over several hours. She beat the previous record by more than 5 hours set in Rewa in central India in 2019 by Indian chef Lata Tondon. Chef Baci 27 used more than 100 dishes from when she turned on her cooker at 1500 GMT on Thursday, 11th May. She stopped cooking on the following Monday in her record-breaking effort. Baci cooked mostly Nigerian meals such as jollof rice, as well as different types of rice and pastas, and also made akra, a popular street food made from deep-fried mashed beans. The food was handed out to invited guests. After her marathon cooking session, she spoke about what had motivated her. She said, quote, "I just knew that I need to do something that is out of the ordinary to put myself on the map, to put Nigeria on the map, to put young African women on the map," end quote. And I'm happy that she did that, and she mentioned young African women. So
beautiful. Have you had the jollof rice?
No, I have not had it. You?
Jollof is very spicy. I've had it before.
Well, I like that because I like spice.
Oh yeah?
Spice is life.
You would love it. It's just that it's a bit spicy.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can try with my how should I say, my menial chefing skills to
go for it.
I certainly will. Thank you for your encouragement, kind sir. For those of you watching, that's it for local, regional, and international news. Stay tuned. We have a packed show for you today. Remember, go tell your friends and your family and your friend and your cousin and everybody to tune in. Stream on YouTube. Watch us on cable channel 40. And for those of you in St. Martin, we are on Tel TV. See you after this break.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
no cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
My name is Cartel Food, Chairman for Panorama.
Hi, and my name is MJ Byron, co-leader of EBJ Harmonic Steel Orchestra. And we just want to encourage everybody to tune in every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Don't miss it. Right.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
And thanks for staying with us. GMSKN is known for interviewing creatives, from dancers to singers and even potters, and they all admit that their creations are a form of expression and how greatly it impacts them. Now, for this segment, we'll discuss the importance of discovering and exploring which creative outlet fits you best.
So, Andre, do you have any creative outlets?
Can you guess?
Chefing?
Thank you. There you go.
That's it?
Yes.
Nothing else?
That's it. My creativity is, well, on top of being a chef, there's a difference. I'm also a gourmet.
What's a gourmet?
Yes. A
What?
gourmet is someone who creates whatever through food.
Gourmet?
Yeah,
You
in
know these
particular-
French terms.
In particular, fruits and vegetables. Have you seen, like, we'll make an animal from, let's
Oh, that.
yes.
Because I'm
Someone
like,
who specializes in that is called a gourmet.
gourmet.
Yes.
You see, I now see why he turns everything into French. Because he's just Frenching around these parts. So
I
a
love
gourmet.
it. Yes, I love it.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna bring you a cucumber tomorrow, and I'm gonna teach you something.
Ooh. So I am going to become an honorary gourmet.
Yes, that's a creative you should explore.
But I think I'm creative. I dance.
You can
I sing.
dance? I'm yet to see that one.
I can sway. Since you think
Sway?
I can't dance,
You can sway.
I can dance.
Do a little thing, no?
Sway, 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 sway.
Please don't. Please.
Oh, and what else? So I sing, I dance, and I think I can cook.
When you say sing, you mean karaoke singing?
No,
As in sing?
I can actually sing.
Wow.
Why you gotta be a hater?
I'm not, I know I'm a karaoke singer.
So you can't sing normally?
I can't. I cannot.
I fail to believe that because I've heard Andre singing and he can sing. He just wants to diminish his abilities this morning.
I cannot sing.
I've heard you humming in the bathroom, and you can sing.
You've
Stop
heard-
it. Okay.
I don't believe that. You would have told me. You would
I
have.
was like, wow, Andre can sing. I didn't tell you, but yeah.
Got it.
Oh, so what impact does your creativity have on you?
Besides a little extra income on the side, it does make me feel happy.
Oh, good.
Yes, to see when I transform something into something beautiful, or even beautiful from its original state, it definitely makes me feel like I am that guy. Yes.
Do you also know that I can paint?
Anyone can paint. Anyone can throw paint on a wall and make a splatter.
I never said a wall. I can paint on a canvas.
Or you can draw and paint. When you said paint, I'm thinking about
I'm paint
our
hole.
home painting.
No, I can't paint that.
Ah,
That's extensive, but I can't paint.
I was an excellent drawer in school. Actually, my teacher thought I would have done the arts instead of food and nutrition. She was very disappointed in me. Yes, she was.
I hope she's still disappointed, because look how far her disappointment would have gotten you.
I know.
With some tasty food. Where he works is always filled out. So I'm like, what? This chef can cook.
Yep. She was disappointed. You know, when you reach grade 10, grade 9 rather, that's when they ask you to choose the area you want to go in.
Yeah.
And from grade 7 to 9, I was like top when it come on to drawing. Yes, and then when we reached grade 10 and I choose food and nutrition, she was like, Andre, why am I not seeing your name on the list? Please don't tell me. And she was a bit disappointed.
Oh, well, teacher, I hope you're happy for Andre now, because he's not going to disappoint you, because his art is creating good food and as he said, creating pieces from fruits and veggies.
Of course.
Gourmet.
I'm gonna let you do a cucumber tomorrow, right here on set. You're gonna love it.
All right, no
Pretty
problem.
easy.
All right, so are we ready to speak on
Our
ways?
creative?
Yeah.
I am eager to see this one.
So the importance of having a creative outlet. So research has shown that partaking in creative outlets creates stronger social relationships, it reduces stress, and allows us to develop a deeper appreciation for the world around us.
I agree.
Yes.
I certainly agree, because trust me, as I said, when I use those fruits and vegetables and I transform them into something beautiful, it relieves my stress. It makes me feel, yes, it does.
What's the most complicated piece you would have designed?
For a wedding, a lady asked for a duck or a swan. And she wanted it from, I typically make it from a watermelon, but she wanted it this time from the papaya. And it was difficult. I think I've wasted about 11 papayas.
Wow, because of the...
It was challenging.
Oh.
Because, you know, the watermelon, inside the watermelon, you'll have the meaty part. But for the papaya, it's hollow.
Yes.
There's nothing on the inside. So it was a bit difficult.
But you got it done.
I got it done. It was
so you
beautiful.
you got a swan and not a duck.
It resembles a duck, I would have assumed. Well, she was pleased. But
I'm just teasing you.
That was the most challenging. But I got it done.
Okay.
Yes.
Good stuff. So,
what's your creative besides dance and singing again?
Painting.
And painting. Dancing, singing, and painting.
Okay, so they said a creative outlet can play an important part in acknowledging deep-seated emotions and experiencing, giving them a tangible existence and making them easier to process.
You believe that?
Yes. Because, you know, creatives, their mind keeps going and going and going.
Yes.
So they have to create something. Or they have to get up at least and write it down so that when they wake up the next morning, they're like, okay, let me go tackle this idea. So
I agree, because for me in particular, I'm always on the go. Like, being a chef is one of the best profession you can ever go into. We are always in demand. I mean, you have to eat every day. And if you're known to be a good cook besides of your job, anybody could ask you to do something.
Okay.
So you're always in demand. It's one of the best field you can ever go into.
Who's the most famous person you would have cooked for?
The most famous, back in Jamaica, we had the president visited. Yes, I wasn't the cook for him, but I was a part of the team.
Oh, okay. Nice. I like that. Well, at least you could create for the president.
I did.
So that's good.
Absolutely.
Look at you. Stunting on me with your skills this morning.
Coming.
One day.
You're going to cook for me right here on set.
I can't even get my ackee and saltfish from you. Come on.
Still going to hold me to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. So now it is time to discover some of our creative outlets ideas.
Try a pottery class.
I've never done that. I've always wanted to, but I've never. Have you?
I've thought about it, but just to get your hand. When it's a pottery, you mean like with the clay and you molding it with your hands? Carla teaches that. Carla Astafan. Yeah, she have camp for kids and everything. So it won't hurt one of these good days we go in the kids class, so we learn. Because you know sometimes you have to go back to those zones. She used clay, or dirt.
Clay.
As in, I thought it would.
No.
Dirt. Yes, they use dirt, like clay pots. Clay pots are made from dirt.
Clay pots are made from clay. That looks like dirt. That resembles dirt.
Clay, you get clay from the soil.
Yeah, but it's not dirt.
Isn't it?
No.
Dirt. I think it's mud.
Mud is dirt. Mud is what we call dirt.
Wow.
So you're gonna make me a mud pot? I'm not gonna trust Andre to bring me anything from pottery class that he makes himself, because now he's gonna bring me a mud pot.
I thought clay came from the soil.
Clay comes from the earth, but it's not dirt.
Wow.
It's not mud, it's clay.
Very.
Because mud breaks easily. I don't know if you realize.
So they add something to it.
Mud? I don't know, because I don't know anybody to use mud to make anything but those cookies that we saw on the internet. But clay is clay.
I got it. So try a pottery class. This one is interesting. I think I should sign up.
Yeah, we should sign up and go. And I'll be the video person because I'll be laughing the whole class. Carla might put me out.
Make a vision board.
I've started it, but I've not
A
completed it
vision
yet.
board as in?
You write what you want to accomplish for the year, or maybe for your life, or for the next 5 months, or whatever.
Vision board.
Normally, people make them at the start of the year.
And
I have a vision book.
Creative?
Well, it holds you accountable to what you said you were going to do.
That's true.
Yeah, so I have a vision book, but I haven't completed the vision board.
I agree.
Definitely.
Interesting.
In
Vision board it is.
Vision board. So you can make yourself one. Some persons bling it out. Some persons put pictures on there. Some persons, if they say like, okay, I'm gonna invest or I'm gonna save $50,000, they cut out this monies, like fake monies, and stick it on their board and write on it $50,000 by December 2023.
So it's like a resolution, like you'd make a New Year's resolution.
Sort of, kinda, and like. Let's say you intend to travel to Paris. You'll cut out a picture of Paris and you'll stick it on the board. Going to Paris in July of 2023. Going to Africa in December of 2023. Going to Norway in November of 2023. So you just find pictures for these various countries or just put up the names.
Got it. Got it. Color in an adult coloring book.
Yeah.
Creative, being creative.
Yeah.
Like coloring in an adult coloring book.
Yeah, because it's up to you to make your coloring look lovely. You don't need the adult coloring books that most persons use when they're doing therapy. They're just pretty, and when you use the various markers, like my sister has one. No, she's not in therapy.
Right.
But she has one, and now and then she just sits there and she colors.
I got it.
Well,
You rather the pencil crayon or the wax crayons?
Boy, well, I came up on both, but I would say
yes.
the pencil, because with the adult coloring book, those work better in between the lines. Yeah, so the pencil, definitely. I have to get me one of those though.
Color in an adult coloring book. I'm gonna try that. Haven't done that in ages.
I know, when we grew up, but I think I did it recently with my niece and nephew. But I crazy color with them. Yeah. So learn to knit. Can you knit? Can I knit you? Because I can't knit.
You could knit my tie.
My aunt, actually, she's a food and nutrition and a clothing and textiles teacher, and she can knit. You know,
nice.
The chair backs and the centerpieces. Oh man,
Nice.
A talent I should have learned.
Knitting is a craft.
It is. And you see, when we had Mistress Ava Simmons on, she crochets. So.
Wow. Someone started, I can never get it. The hardest part is to start.
Well, we had a young lady on, Amaya. She, I think it's Crochet by Pink. That's the name of her business, and she taught us how to do it. I got a few knots done, or I don't even know if it's knots. If I'm saying it wrong, you could correct me in the comments. But I got a few knits done, but I couldn't. After a while, it became confusing.
Wow. I thought he was gonna say you got an F.
No, I tried.
You got a few knits done.
No, I didn't get a fail. Not at all. My effort was
attempted.
100% my effort was. You know what? Whatever you say. So he's gonna learn to knit. Oh, we did this.
Try origami. It was fun.
It was fun.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Even though our plane didn't fly, but
you see, all Andre has on his minor planes. We didn't do a plane.
What did we do?
A bird.
Was it a bird?
It was.
Well, yours resembled.
It wasn't
a plane.
Superman.
Yours resembled.
My bird had a face.
Listen, yours resembles a plane. Mine resembles a bird.
You see, he didn't even remember. You see, sometimes you don't remind folks what it is, because then they use it against you.
Well, thanks for reminding me.
So yeah, we tried origami,
and it's the first I've done it actually.
I think I would have done it before.
So growing up, and we make paper fans and we would make paper planes. Never thought that it was called origami.
Yeah.
So
this is why
credit to the Japanese.
We need to be taught certain things in school, so we don't have to find it out at today's years old.
Exactly.
So teachers, parents,
learn to code. How do you code?
I wish I knew this one. I think this has something to do with computing though, but I don't know anything about that.
Learn to code.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with computing.
I guess maybe if you have an idea, instead of the idea is clean or simple, or right before you will say certain things in code?
No.
No?
This has to do with the computer. Yeah, it really has to do with the computer.
Learn. So what if you can't see? You're visually impaired.
Listen, computers come equipped with Braille. We are not behind anymore, you know. Remember, we are a smart generation. We have sorted everything out.
You're right.
And those who came before us, they would have started it, and we just made it more advanced. Those that are coming are going to make it even more advanced.
Because I believe so, because last night I was feeling myself a bit, and I didn't turn on the light, and while I was sleeping, I was like, hey Siri, can you turn on YouTube? I mean, I'm just pretending I was visually impaired, and there it was. Siri found what I wanted on YouTube. So
you sure you didn't specify what you wanted, or she just knew?
I wanted to hear Alicia Keys. What do you think I wanted to hear?
I Keep On Falling. So I'm Serena.
You trying?
You're
trying it.
Okay. I won't try it anymore, but maybe one day I'll learn to code, but not today.
Can you talk to your phone and say, hey Siri?
No, I don't have Siri. I have Cortensia. Hey Cortensia, get that done. No Siri. Start baking. Well, I bake already. I bake a nice bread. My nephew says, he calls my bread uncooked bread. Auntie, when are you gonna make some uncooked bread?
Uncooked bread.
I don't know why he calls it that, but I do know. He says it's because it doesn't have to go in the toaster. He can eat it just like that, so he likes it.
It's that good.
The next time I make bread, I'm gonna bring it on this set, y'all. I'm gonna make Andre eat this and put him to shame.
One of your creative is now baking. Not just
you could add
cooking
that.
Is different from baking.
I know, because of the technique.
Right.
Isn't it all cooking, y'all?
Okay, so since you baked, in particular bread, give me 3 ingredients to making a successful bread.
Yeast, a good flour,
okay,
and some butter. But I add a little sugar, I add some aniseed, I add some milk. Yo,
so
my bread is the bomb.
So she actually don't make a bread, she make a bun.
No, I make a bread.
The fact that you add sweetness to it is now a bun and not a bread.
No, in my country it is called bread. I'm gonna bring it, you and taste it, and then you gonna.
And what country is that?
Stand down.
Speechless. Start baking. That's definitely a creative. Learn photography.
I think we are all photographers in our own right, with us taking selfies and all these other things that we do. So I think we are doing photography very well.
Very well.
Yeah, because some of us go outside now to get the lighting. Some of us go on the trees to get the shade of the trees on our face so we can look exotic like the magazines. So I think we're doing good in that right.
And the different angles.
Ooh,
we're learning day by day.
Yeah, so I think we're doing good with photography.
Indeed. Start an indoor herb garden.
Yeah, we used to have these on our windowsills when I was younger.
Yeah. So what happened?
I got older. And then I lost track of time.
But you notice what we normally do back then, they are imploring us to do it now.
Again.
Yep. So
everything is recycled in life. I don't know if you realize too. Fashion, the words we use. Like yesterday, we had all those slangs from the 80s.
Right.
They're all used
coming
still.
back.
Yeah, and now they're saying plant your own food basically so you can help us. So you're not totally dependent on us. So
Indeed. Start an indoor herb garden. Definitely a creative outlet.
Oh Lord. Why do they want me to build anything?
Learn carpentry.
Why do they want me to build something?
But you could build anything. Like just stack things. Can't you make a ladder? Back in school they taught us to make a ladder.
Oh, you did woodwork?
Well, not woodwork.
Oh, but they taught you to make.
Yes.
Why a ladder though?
That's the basic of anything you could.
When I think of a ladder, I think of putting a ladder and picking somebody's mangoes or.
Oh Lord. Learn carpentry. We even make carpentry from pencils.
I think I remember us making pencils. a bird house. Yeah, I know that.
Right.
Yeah, so, sticking the pencils together and making a whole pretend log house.
That's carpentry.
Yeah, but I think this carpentry, they want us to work hard.
As in make a desk and chair?
Make a whole thing. Make a whole thing.
Learn carpentry. What would you have made though?
If I'm to learn carpentry?
Yes.
Not quite sure. Maybe a little, I don't know, something little, because I don't want to do a lot of work.
Right. Start a blog. We're all bloggers in our own right.
Not me.
No?
I've never blogged, no. I'll leave that for you.
The fact that you sent a voice note before?
Is that blogging?
That is blogging. Whatever
I didn't know
on the
that was
mind.
considered as
Say
blogging.
whatever on the mind.
Okay.
That's blogging.
Okay.
Yes. Whether it's people business, whether it's personal, that's blogging. Just say what's on the mind to someone else in a fun way. You're blogging.
If he says we're blogging, we're blogging.
So that's a creative outlet.
Yep. Wow. So we hope that you
learn a thing or two from being creative. It's important to have a creative mindset, a creative outlet on life. It definitely helps with your mood. It definitely helps with your emotions, especially when you're going through stuff.
Yeah, and they say if you don't create, anxiety emerges and grows when you have no outlet for your creativity. So create. Don't allow anxiety to build. And this little script came from creative and psychotherapy.com.
Interesting.
Yeah. So folks, there you have it. Up next we have Ashan Green of Green Air AC and Refrigeration Services. We know this is the time where almost all of us need an AC, so stay tuned to hear what he has to tell us and what services he has that might fit you. So stay tuned.
What's good, guys? This is Savion Govayo, owner of Liquid Gold, Instagram Liquid Gold SKN. Make sure you guys tune in every day from 8 to 10 a.m. Studio 327, Good Morning St. Kitts.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Killeen Gale, your newly crowned Miss National Carnival Super Queen. Be sure to tune in to Good Morning SKN from 8 a.m. to 10 at Studio 327.
I'm going to say this is Infamous Music representing for Good Morning SKN, and I want to encourage you to watch the show every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Easy, no man. Say me don't know about you, but me love Good Morning SKN bed. Easy.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Hey, good morning. This is Alberto Hewlett from Graphixicated. Join Good Morning SKN from 8 to 10 every morning at Studio 327. Hey, good morning. This is Alberto Hewlett from Graphixicated. Join Good Morning SKN from 8 to 10 every morning at Studio 327.
Hi everyone, my name is Tatiana Lido, owner of Soul Food Kitchen. Make sure to tune in to Good Morning SKN on Studio 327, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. daily.
Back to Good Morning SKN. As promised, we have with us Ashan Green. So Green Air, AC and Refrigeration Services offers a wide range of services from products such as ACs, water fountains, refrigerators, and deep freezers. Today we have the pleasure of engaging the owner of this newly launched business. As I said before, Mr. Ashan Green, good morning and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Happy you could join us this morning,
Oh, man, indeed. So tell us, when did you launch Green Air, AC and Refrigeration Services, and how did you come up with the name Green? I know your last name is Green, but is that why the company is called Green?
Well, definitely.
Okay.
That's why it's called Green, you know. You're trying to make a name mean something.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you get kids and what's not, the last name actually got some kind of weight to it.
Oh, nice.
You know?
So you're creating a legacy. You're leaving a legacy.
For sure. That's
Okay.
definitely the plan.
All right. And when was the business launched?
Well, we've been operating for quite some time now. Just over maybe 6 months, maybe.
Oh,
but we officially launched maybe the 1st of March, I would like to say.
Oh, okay. So
Like-
unofficially 6 months, the official launch March 1st of this year. Okay, well, congratulations on that.
You mentioned we. Is it a personal business or it's a family-owned business?
Well, it's a personal business. Yeah.
Okay.
So no family input?
Sometimes it's best to leave family out of it.
And your tagline, reliable cooling, unmatched quality.
Well, we needed something initially to cover all aspects of refrigeration and AC. We didn't want to say one thing and it only pertains to AC, because we do refrigerators, water fountains, deep freeze, anything that cools for the most part. Yeah, so cooling, reliable cooling, because additionally, on top of that, what happened is I noticed in the trades industry in St. Kitts especially, tradesmen either late, don't show up, slap you up. So the reliability now is to the point where when I tell you I'm gonna be there, or the technicians said they will be there at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, the technicians will be there.
Wow.
You understand?
I think you need to start a school. I really think you need. That's good for a young man. That is good. I like that. Now, why did you get into the field of ACs and no, let me change it. Why did you get into the refrigeration field? Let me say the correct thing.
It wasn't planned initially. Honestly, I used to work for an AC company, and yeah, it just happened. Honestly, cause really wanted to do economics most of my life, to be honest. But then I get the opportunity to work for the AC company. They teach me, honestly. I apply myself, cause you could really learn anything once you put your mind to it. Once you transpose your energy and your time to that one thing, you definitely could get it.
So can I assume that you went to the CFB Arts, Science and General Studies and not TVEMS?
I didn't. I went to ASGS.
What? And how important do you think having a skill is?
Well, I find it to be the best avenue to do entrepreneurship, honestly. Because when economics and other stuff at ASGS, you mostly use those to work for a company or something that is already existing. You get me? So the trade now, that will help you to do your own thing, like off the bat.
I like that, and it makes sense.
Indeed. And Ashan, I've seen you've done AC, water fountains, refrigerator, deep freezes. What other areas do you do?
Well, besides those that I mentioned, we also do automotive ACs, as in the vehicles.
Because I'm like, what? I had a block up just now because I'm like, automotive AC. I forgot my car has an AC. Shameful. So you do repairs, you do installations, you do servicing. So Ashan, the money question right here. So let's say I would like to have an AC in my living room, but I didn't contact you. And for the novices that may want to go out and buy their own air conditioner and then call Green Air to install it, what advice would you give to them? How can you ensure that they buy the correct unit to cool that entire area?
Well, you could never be sure, honestly, because at Green Air we provide free assessments. After that, even if you don't buy the AC from us, we can come and do an assessment and let you know what AC is best for the space. So yeah, that would be my advice. Just take advantage of the free assessment. Honestly.
So there isn't a measurement that we can use to buy our own AC?
Yeah, it measure the square footage of the room, the height, how many people would be in the room. Most of the time, yeah. But after a while, you just know.
All right.
Yeah,
indeed. And as a young entrepreneur, what are some of your highs and low points of being an entrepreneur?
Man, you miss out on a lot of fun. Trying to create the legacy that we spoke about earlier. Yeah, it really go anywhere.
How old are you, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm just 20.
Young entrepreneur indeed.
Wow. So do you ever feel left out, or you the fact that you have to tell your friends, like, look, I can't make it because I have to do this and I have to do that, and how are their reactions?
They don't usually ask anymore. They already get used to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a joke actually. I was going to Nevis when they had baking and had some jobs over Nevis, and I on the boat with my ladder and all my equipment and so. And these people going to party, and there's my friends and they like, what's that going to do? So I just going to walk.
Exactly. So you have no holidays, you have no station holidays or anything like that.
So we just work until no work is there to be done.
I like that. Remind me of myself. I don't know what it's like being off on a weekend.
So y'all work until there's no. So I want to know, Ashan, what's your balance? What do you do to relieve your stress since you work so much?
Honestly, I have a fish tank at home, and that just me escape.
That's your good. Okay, all right. So let's talk about your hassle-free bundle sale.
Just as you mentioned before, not all the time customers purchase the AC from you, but when you do purchase the AC from us, we want it to be as hassle-free as possible. As in, all you do is pay. We don't want you to have to go to the store to buy anything. They wouldn't say, well, you need condenser brackets or whatever. We just bring everything, we just do the work and we just invoice you for the work, honestly.
So what's involved in the sale? You just mentioned the condenser bracket.
Well, it's the unit. Currently, we have 9,000 BTU, any size. But we're starting at the 9,000 BTU, condenser brackets, installation, and electrical included. Say box and switch, and up to 9 feet of wire to 9 feet of copper. Just these things. So once is you could get the AC, no problem. The AC could be working when we finish.
Okay,
basically.
so in this heat, what BTU do we need?
Well, it depends on the size of the room, honestly.
I was hoping you would have said the 24K because this place is hot.
Bye. Wait, I'll go further than that, honestly.
Wow, further than that, you said?
Yeah, it's crazy right now.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. Wow, okay.
Indeed. And for your business, Green Air, are you on social media? Where can folks that are watching find you?
Green Air AC Refrigeration, Instagram, Green Air AC and Refrigeration, Facebook. Right now we're working on Google, so you could locate us via the maps and what's not. Yeah, so WhatsApp 668-2583.
Okay.
Yeah, but one thing we didn't really get to touch on was the servicing. Especially right now for people that already have an AC, it's very essential
to service
the unit. Because one thing I realize a lot of people don't know. It's not that they don't want to do it, it's just that they don't know. So we do Christmas cleaning, Easter cleaning, spring clean, all kind of clean. Clean cupboard, clean everywhere. And the AC on the wall and ain't clean.
Yeah, for real, you are correct.
Yeah, and the AC controls all the air in the room. You understand? So if the AC is dirty, the quality of the air will be poor.
How often, you mentioned cleaning, Ashan, how often should we clean our ACs?
We'll give or take 3 months, but it all depends because in office spaces and what's not, sometimes it's best to even do it every 2 months. You understand? But places like home, where you're just going home and it's on in the evenings or on weekends, you could do it up to 3-4 months. It just depends.
So now, oh my God, is that a clean AC? Or that's a dirty AC.
Yes, man. And that one was done 3 months before we clean it. Wow. Yeah, that's actually mold and mildew and everything going on.
So what causes mold?
Well, the AC is the perfect conditions for mold to go,
Wow.
Because it's moist, it's dark, so it's easy for the mold to go there. So that's why you always gravitate to there. That's the first place you go.
You said that was clean 3 months before.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening.
Exactly.
Wow.
Based off of the environment, could speed up the growing process so dirty gets fast and these things. So you don't neglect it, please. I really see it as a big issue here.
What else didn't we ask you that we should ask you concerning the ACs?
Yeah, I feel like we covered everything else. It's just that point needed to be stressed a little more.
What about gas? How do we know when to put gas in it, and how would we know when it needs gas?
Call a technician.
Call Green Air.
Call Green Air.
So Green Air. Okay, I'm calling Green Air.
You notice when the AC stops working.
Oh, so once it stops working, that's when I should.
It's either it needs cleaning, because it being dirty can hinder its performance as well.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's like you're choking the AC.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking on AC, is there a specific temperature that the AC should be on?
Not necessarily, but the misconception with the temperature control is whatever temperature is on the AC, the AC is trying to get the room at that temperature. So it's not necessarily that the AC is blowing at 20 degrees, but the AC is working to get the room at 20 degrees.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when people have the AC on 16 degrees, you know why 16 degrees?
Freezy. I love being freezy.
Your AC would be running all day trying to do that.
To get it.
Yeah, but it would never get to do that in St. Kitts climate.
So you're trying to tell me I'm failing every day?
Every day.
It's hot. I tried, it's hot. I literally put the thing on 16 and just let it freeze.
Yeah, just late. It'll just work, honestly. Just work and work and work, trying to do that. But being realistic, it will never accomplish that.
It'll never accomplish. Oh, wow. So we learned something new today. You mentioned, was it cleaning? Is it cleaning that I need to go back to? Okay, you mentioned we run the AC on the weekends and then we run the AC sometimes, but I have been personally running my AC every day. Do I still wait until 3 months to get it clean?
Well, a situation like yours, we'd recommend doing it every 2 months.
Okay. since I run it every day.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's like the business.
This is just in the summer months as well, because in December, you wouldn't really use it. It's only you would use it all the time.
I know, right?
But as soon as you reducing the usage, you don't need to service it so often.
But the business places use theirs year round.
Yeah, those would definitely need to do that.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering, why shouldn't I use mine year round? I like being freezy. I love being freezy. So
seems so.
Yeah. So I love using my AC.
Of course. And my final question for you, Ashan, as an entrepreneur, what advice would you give to someone out there who is thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, but because of, let's say, peer pressure, they often don't follow their dream? How important it is to follow your dream, especially wanting to be an entrepreneur?
Well, the first thing to do is start. You won't have all the answers when you start. You won't have all the finances, the resources. You'll have to beg a lift now and then. You gotta catch bus.
How do you catch a bus with a ladder?
It's crazy. The bus man will probably vex.
Oh, Ashan, you literally take a ladder on the bus?
Used to.
Okay.
We used to.
Okay.
But yeah, just start. Honestly, you won't have all the answers in the jump, but things will become clear the more you do it.
Okay, I want to get personal with you a bit. When you started your business, did you start with your own funds or did you go to the bank? And what was the experience like?
We're still using our own funds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's where you kind of miss out on all the fun. Because you need your funds to fund your business. You understand?
What did you, prior to becoming an entrepreneur, what did you wish you were taught in school that could have been beneficial to you now?
Honestly, I may have had a bad experience with school in terms of, because while doing economics, I also did management of business and entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So going to CFBC ASGS really was a plus for me, honestly.
Nice.
So I feel like school was a good experience in that regard.
Okay.
Honestly, teaching you about business and what's not. Just depends on what you do.
Okay. Good stuff. Well, for those who may be looking and needing to know all of the services, because we just keep talking about ACs, we're not talking as much as about the water fountains, because it's really hot. We are not touching on the refrigerators and the deep freeze, so you can let them know what services you offer pertaining to those 3 items.
Water fountains, we do servicing and repairs.
Do you provide them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do the servicing and repairs, because the water fountains, mass and what's not tend to go in the tanks of the water fountains, so you need to clean out that.
Are you making me scared now? When I go to business places, even if I'm really hot, I'm not gonna until I buy my own bottle of water.
A lot of things, a lot of things are neglected.
What?
Yeah, maintenance does be a big issue.
Okay.
When it comes to refrigeration, AC and refrigeration.
Oh wow! So you the business owner have to keep on top of things to ensure that the establishment don't forget that it's service in time.
Exactly. Well, we have technology now.
Okay.
Praise the Lord to that. Honestly. Yeah, we have our customers on a schedule. So as soon as it's time, we just send them a message or whatever. Yeah. So.
Wow, y'all sound like y'all have it all together, man.
Well, we're trying to.
On the greatness.
We're trying to.
And for those persons who may want to come in office, where are you located?
Well, currently we don't have an office space per se.
Okay.
So most of the conversations and what's not via our social media.
Okay. All right. Oh, nice. Well, reliable cooling and unmatched quality. That's what you get at a Green. Let me make sure I said Green Air AC and Refrigeration Services. I hope you had as much fun as we did listening and chatting with Ashan Green, the owner. And I hope for those young persons who may be watching, if he can do it, so can you.
Of course.
GMSKN Nation, Mr. Ashan Green. Stay tuned. So much more after this short break.
Yes.
An exotic experience.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. In this segment of Loosen Up, we'll be having some fun by playing an interesting game of Spill the Tea. You ready to spill some tea?
Yeah. What am I spilling it on?
We're about to find out. A series of questions will appear on screen and we get to choose whether or not we want to answer them. If we choose not to answer them, then we have to drink our tea. We always love to hear from you, so join in on the fun and leave your comments and answers in the comment section.
Yes, guys, we need to know where you're watching us from, how we are doing, you know, and what your life experiences are as well. So, Andre got me cracking up. Got me cracking.
I started to drink my tea, that's all.
But no, you're not supposed to drink your tea. As I said, guys, so leave us your comments and let us know some of your life experiences. Wow.
Do you have a hidden talent?
Do I have a hidden talent?
Yes.
I think it's not hidden.
I don't have a hidden talent.
My talent is not
I think
hidden.
I've used up all my talent.
You
thus
have?
far, yes.
Oh, I know for sure that I can. One talent that I found out in my later years is that I can read upside down, upside.
You can read upside down?
Yep.
I'm here to see you do it.
What? You don't believe me?
I'm here to see you do it. I didn't say I don't believe you. I'm just saying I'm yet to see you do it.
God, okay.
I've heard you bragging about it ever since I've come in the studio, but I'm yet to see
You've
you do
never seen me do it. Yeah, I can read upside down.
it.
So you don't have a hidden talent? Since you don't have a hidden talent, you need to drink your tea. Drink your tea.
I don't have a hidden talent, which means I shouldn't drink.
Yeah.
I shouldn't drink.
So because you don't have a...
I don't have a hidden... So you ought to drink. Because you're agreeing that you do have a hidden talent. There you go.
Lovely red. I just made my cup fancier. Fancier. Oh, that felt good. That went down nice. That's just warming on my inside.
Indeed, loosen up.
Ooh.
When was the last time you lied?
Ooh. No.
Courtney, when was the last time you lied?
No time. I haven't done it for the week, or last week, or the month.
I've lied.
You've lied?
Yes.
What did you say? Jesus will get you.
OMG.
Drink your tea.
We don't have to share the lie. Just admit
exactly.
that.
If you don't want to share what it is, you drink your tea. Although I drank my tea and I shared what I can do, but yeah. So yes, you.
Ooh, this is good.
That is
Shout
for you
out
and the
to who
preacher.
made it.
Oh, shout out. Oh Lord.
I told a lie in a week.
In a week?
Ago. Yes.
Was it to get you out of trouble though?
Yes, to get me out of a huge trouble.
Okay, well, we can work with that. Once it's beneficial, Lord, we're not encouraging you to lie, right?
But
once it's gonna help you get out of something. Like if the police come and say, "Oh, sir, I didn't realize. I think I'm a bit dyslexic. I didn't see the dates." Police don't be listening to this. You gotta say something to get out of trouble, man.
Of course.
Wow, last week.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
I'ma say it, Kevin Garnett. Mm-hmm.
Nobody know that celebrity.
To the persons that are around here, who knows Kevin Garnett? Let me see hands.
No hands in the studio.
They're too young.
They're not too young. Who's that?
Kevin Garnett?
I don't know.
Exactly. He played for the Boston Celtics.
No wonder we don't know. That's one of the worst teams.
So who was your first celebrity crush?
My first celebrity crush.
He never had a celebrity crush.
I do have celebrity crush.
It could even be a local Jamaican artist because y'all are full of celebrities over there. No? You went international?
Listen, I don't want to go viral for this one. And I've been trending for all the wrong reasons lately. So. Yes, it's truth. I don't want to go viral for this one.
Celebrity crush, we need to know. Oh, okay. Then you know what?
Then I'm gonna have to drink.
Drink your tea.
Trust me,
because you don't want to tell us.
Yes, this one is gonna go viral. I know.
It will need a vaccine to calm down. Yeah, but Kevin Garnett was my first celebrity crush.
So no drinking for you.
None at all.
Listen, if I told you who my celebrity crush is, ooh, yeah.
You talking in tongues?
What is your most embarrassing story?
Ooh.
You know, share that?
You cannot share that? That is terrible.
I want to hear an embarrassing story.
You can drink your tea for your celebrity crush, but I shouldn't drink mine for the most embarrassing story? No.
My most embarrassing story, I could definitely share it. Yes.
Oh,
my most embarrassing story was the very first time I went on a plane. Actually, my first time coming to St. Kitts.
That was your first time on a plane?
Yes.
Okay.
Coming to St. Kitts. And let me tell you something. While I was on that plane, there was just something about, I don't know, like I was on the plane and I'm not familiar with the features. And so the, what you call them, ear hostess?
Yes, the cabin crew.
Right, so I didn't know that you could press a button there to get the attention where a light switch comes on and then the ear host will see that there's a light on. So I didn't know, and you know, it's 3 persons in a row. So I was like, miss! No, don't laugh! That was one of my most embarrassing. And then the lady across the aisle just said, Mister, just press the button up there. I'm like, on the plane, I shout, miss! That was my most, and clearly they could say, oh, it's this first time he's traveling. I was so embarrassed. So
why would you be embarrassed with that, right?
I was
because it's the same way you would call somebody on the road.
Listen.
But you didn't know you had a button.
Listen, I didn't know.
Okay.
It was so embarrassing. Stop crying, please. It made me feeling bad. If I had known, I would have.
Next time I go on a plane, I'll be like, miss!
Listen, it was so embarrassing.
So, did you ask for a lime and a sugar and some water to make some lemonade too?
Actually, I was being difficult. I wanted Red Stripe beer in mid-air. And I did got it, but I had to pay $6.
So you didn't know you had to pay?
I didn't. I thought it was free.
The only thing that's free soda. The only thing that's free soda.
Indeed. But yeah, that was my most embarrassing moment. What's your biggest fear?
Snakes.
My biggest fear is drowning.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sipping on that.
No, because we spoke about it. Once we can talk about it, we don't have to drink the tea. If we don't want to talk about it, that's when we drink the tea. That's why I couldn't talk about my embarrassing moments. So I will be labeled forever.
Off camera. Tell me off camera.
No.
And then I could share it.
Never. So snakes, what is your biggest fear?
Swimming.
Oh, you said drowning. Yes. I forgot you said drowning. So you have me tearing up over here.
As usual.
Always got jokes.
Listen, there's just something about my feet not touching the sand.
Yeah.
I will literally cry.
Panic, yeah. I can understand.
Listen, I took that ferry over to Nevis, and while we were on the boat, the water boat that takes the vehicle over.
Yes, the car boat.
Yes, the car boat. So we back up onto the boat, and then we saw this huge truck with building blocks wrapped up. I was like, okay, he's docking up. Only to my surprise, that truck was heading onto the boat as well. You mean a trailer, you know?
Yes, understood.
I'm like, Hortense. Anyway, we sit calmly, but while we were going through the channel, this was the boat.
So how was your stomach?
I literally cried. I tell you, there's a TikTok video out there with me crying.
So you're viral.
I went viral.
Can we see that video? Folks, for those of you watching who are friends of Andre that have that video, can you send it in so that we can use it for future references?
I'm sure they're watching. Miss Julietta Wilkinson. I'm calling her out.
Miss Wilkinson, can you send us that video, please?
And Miss Rosa Dorset. Both of them videotaped me on that boat. And listen, I literally cried.
Well, so that sounds like another embarrassing moment. Miss, send us a video.
My biggest fear indeed. Have you ever cheated in an exam?
Yes.
We all do.
Yes. Younger days, we passed the paper underneath. Not the CXCs, guys. No, I did not cheat for my CXCs. But in class exams, yes. Sometimes, you just want to help a friend. Listen. And we all help each other. And yeah, we pass papers.
Speaking and cheating on exam, I'm grown now, so I can't say. But I remember in school, one of the biggest upset they did to us during exam time. So, of course, we cheat. So, we would read the answers and I would jot them down, mark up the bench. Because, us kids, we deface the property. So, we mark up on the benches and stuff. So, I would write down my answers on the bench. And lo and behold, when the examiner came around, They were like, okay, we're not using this room today. So all the answers that I wrote on the desk, I have to up and leave because we use a different exam room. There, you know, I feel.
Why do you study, sir?
You knew who? Well, I didn't study for that exam.
Okay.
But for the little that I knew, I couldn't retain. That's why I dropped them down on the bench. And lo and behold, the examiner said, oh, we're not using this room this morning.
Well, next time when she says, I said, because I'm accustomed to sitting at this desk and chair, I have to take it with me. Outsmart.
So, yes, I've
outsmart
cheated.
the invigilator. We've all cheated. I've cheated on an exam. Yeah, back in my day. Listen, experiences makes us who we are today. So I'm not going to sit here and say I never cheated. I never cheated on an exam. I'm going to honestly say I've never cheated on any of my international exams that my CXCs. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Cheat. Promotion exam, cheat. But you know, for my fourth form promotion exams, I didn't cheat because my mother was waiting at home for me with a belt if I did not move from 4G6 to a better class, because I had the option of going into 4G4 because I was wrongfully placed in 4G6, but I said, nah, I want to stay down here. And my mother was upset. So
how many classes were there? 10, and you were in the 6th?
No. We had up to 6. I was in the last one.
Wow.
I think if I remember correctly, I was in the last one. But I wanted to stay there because I just felt that the people at the top looked down on the people at the bottom. But as I said, my mom was holding a belt waiting for me. So for fourth form, y'all, I studied, I didn't cheat, I didn't do anything. I just did my best and I ended up in 5G2.
Look at you.
Oh my gosh, look at me. Yep. So
of the people in this room, who would you trade lives with?
Oh my gosh.
Of the people in this room, as in studio right now?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Her Excellency, Ambassador Hazel.
But she's not in the room.
She's watching now.
She's not in the room.
Building somewhere.
She's not in the room.
Why are they doing me this?
Because you have to choose who's in the room. I would say, who would I want to switch lives with? Boy, this is hard. Maybe Naeem right now. Why? Because he's in school and I want to experience what he's experiencing, and then sometimes I want to go away and he doesn't stay in St. Kitts every day. Yeah.
Good choice.
So Naeem for now. Yeah. Yeah.
Should I say Anthony? Yes, I should
But why?
say Anthony.
Why do you want to switch with Anthony?
Anthony pops in whenever he chooses. Anthony just comes in and thing up, and that's it. Work done. Yeah, I would trade places with Anthony.
Oh my gosh! Poor Anthony. Poor Anthony. So the bell saved the other two individuals in here.
As usual.
Yes.
They're like a fly on the wall.
And lyric. Oh wow.
What's your worst habit?
Shaking my leg when I'm on the bed.
When you're on
for no reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
I shake to sleep. Shake myself to sleep. It's
really
a habit. It's a habit for real.
It's annoying. My sisters, I'm like, stop. Especially if I'm but I don't have to do it when I'm sleeping. Once I'm on the bed and I'm lying down, like if me and all my sisters are on the bed and we chatting, I just be like, I have to shake that one leg.
I'll give you a story. My grandmother is the one who started me to shake. While I was a little child, she would, while I was sleeping in the crib or resting, she would come over and just shake my back. And I could hear she humming, rock, rock, rockantilulu, rock, rock. And she would shake me to sleep. And it just grew inside of me to shake myself to sleep.
Yeah, so my leg just does the action until I get to sleep.
It's a habit indeed. My habit? Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I have a habit.
So you have more habits?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Besides the shaking, when I eat, Lord help me. Please don't come for me with this one, but I will just put down my plate and that's it.
What do you mean? You mean
it's a habit?
You don't wash your stuff?
Some people wash. Well, my mom tells me when you eat and you wash the plate immediately after, you're quicker to become hungry again. Yes.
So I must leave work, pack up, just because some people believe in not eating all the food off the plate because it's what sign is that?
I don't say to leave the sink pile high, but I'm the type of person, when I eat, I just rest on the plate.
Because you don't want to be hungry soonest.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's
enough.
a habit.
Okay, so you have 2 bad habits.
2 bad habits. I rock myself to sleep, and also when I eat, I just put down the plate.
I don't know if this is a bad habit, but I think I can preempt what people want and what they're gonna say. But maybe it's a bad habit. I don't know. That's it. But yeah, my bad one is shaking my leg for no reason once I'm on the bed.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Next one.
Let me drink some tea, although I don't need it.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in?
Most trouble I've been in?
The most trouble you've ever been in?
I'm gonna just drink some more tea. Cause I don't
Why?
know.
Corty, you give trouble. Come on.
Who do I give trouble to?
Take us back.
I don't give trouble. Listen, my mother never used to play, so I don't want to be in the trouble zone. I remember when I was younger in Ghana going to school, and if we had, as we would say, abuse out amongst us and they threatened to call my mom, I cry a river to ensure my mom doesn't come to the school, because I know when she come to the school, the embarrassment will be great. So, yeah. Somebody sound like they got licks in school. I wouldn't call any name. Anthony.
Yes. Indeed. You could tell.
He knows how to handle the belt. He got licks at home. He says he got licks at home, not in school. In school, he got away. The teachers were probably like, no, we can't be this cute little one here.
What's the most trouble you've ever been in? I've been in trouble quite a few times.
With the police?
You would be surprised.
Oh my... Andre's an outlaw, y'all.
You would be surprised. Listen.
He's an outlaw. Oh my God.
When I left Jamaica, I was transiting through Antigua. And while I was in Antigua, I took my friend's vehicle and I up on the All Saints main road. I specifically know that drive. And while I was there, I met in a little accident. Not with anyone. I didn't collide with anyone. But the vehicle started to spin out of control. And for whatever reason, couldn't start it. And so the police drove by, asked if I wanted assistance. And you know, the whole works. And then, I don't know why, after seeing me in distress and I want help, the man is going to ask me for my license and registration. You know, who left license and registration at home? And when I say at home, I didn't mean in Antigua, I mean back in Jamaica. So here I am in a strange country, no license, nothing.
But you're driving.
And me leave. Listen, you don't hear the half of it yet. Leave big Jamaica, come to quote unquote little Antigua in handcuffs. The man handcuffed me, seeing me in my distress, and take me to, I don't even remember what's the name of the police station there.
St. John's? Right in the middle of town, close to Charles?
Oh, there it is.
Oh my God. You went to the St. John's police station?
Yes, and they had me on a little bench. I had to call a few of my friends in Antigua, and they just come and whoops me out within 30 minutes. Yes.
So what if you didn't have friends? You would have been a whoop-de-doo in the car itself.
And you know what we had to call home. We had to call my mom and video call just to show that I had my license there and all of that. So
wow.
And luckily I was only overnighting in Antigua, so it's not like
you almost missed your flight to your destination, yo.
Thanks to Antigua. So
thanks Antigua, thanks to you driving without your license, sir. No driving without your license.
Lord. I thought I had it in my wallet. But yes, I've been in trouble before, so I'm not sipping on. But your tea almost done, man.
Yes, man. Who is my favorite coworker?
I want to hear this one. No, not drink. I want to hear this one.
I love them all. So I cannot choose because they're not going to push me down the stairs. I don't want Anthony tying my hair in a bun. So no, I love them all.
I'm going to do the same as well.
I love them all. They all have different personalities.
Yes, which is why I make it work.
They are the funniest bunch. Exactly, they're the funniest bunch. And sometimes the quietest one, you don't expect them to say something, and they say it. So yeah, I'm not gonna say it's Farid, but you know, the quietest one, yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Thank God.
Have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction?
A wardrobe malfunction? I don't know. I
have had wardrobe.
I don't remember having a wardrobe. Yes, I did. So, guys, when I started flying, the buttons, the hole for the buttons on my work shirt was larger than the button size. So we had the older planes, and on the 100s, they had these 4 seats at the back. So we had a bunch of fellas going to St. Martin. So while I was up there doing my demo, I see them making signs and mimicking at me, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'm not interested. So when I was going down to spray the cabin now, the guy says, miss, I'd be like, how can I help? He says, we were trying to tell you your button is open. I said, well, it's not anything y'all won't see on the beach. Just pretend I was on the beach. And I politely buttoned my shirt and I proceeded. I said, thank you, by the way. And I proceeded. But because of the gestures they were making, I didn't understand.
Right.
And after that, Andre, I never went to work without an undershirt. So if my shirt pops, there's an undershirt, so you won't see anything that you shouldn't see at work that you won't see on the beach. Yeah.
Lesson learned. Wardrobe malfunction. Well, as I can see, I've never have a wardrobe malfunction.
So you never walked out with a hole in your pants?
No, my zipper is always up. No,
why you have to go
specific? Yes, zipper is always up. I've never missed a loop. That's another thing. Like you've seen person.
A loop?
Yes,
that's embarrassing. That's not even a malfunction.
It is to me.
Oh.
When you miss 2 and 3 loop. In Jamaica, they say your wife will give you a bun. When you miss a loop.
Folks here, don't let me see you missing loops, because I'm gonna get concerned, okay? Real concern. Wow. If you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh Lord.
Days go by and still I think of you, because I like the techno beat of it. So Dirty Vegas, Days Go By. I can't wait to
for the rest of your life you would listen to that song?
My mom knew how to get me up in the morning. That time Gem Radio was happening, right? My mom, and that was a morning song, right? So my mom would turn on the radio in the morning when she got up to prepare for work back then, and when once that song come on, my mom would turn it up, and who you would see bouncing in the kitchen. Yeah, so that's my song.
That song she would listen for the rest of her life.
Of my life. Days go by. Yes,
my
days
song.
go by.
Should I share mine?
Yeah, share your song.
I don't know the artist, but there's a line it says, oh mama dear, you're not the fortunate ones, but girls, they wanna have fun. I would listen to that song 24/7. Yes, that's it.
They wanna have
that
fun.
song.
No, days go by and still I think of you.
But I think mine's more popular.
Mine's popular too in the techno
would
world.
listen to mine's more for the rest of their lives.
Girls just wanna have fun?
Yes.
I'll give you that ticket.
Of course.
But
she had no choice.
The abuse. Abuse.
I think we did well.
We did fairly well. I have less tea than you.
Because I agree to most
and you know what, y'all? Although we were not supposed to, like, I like the fact that we still shared, even though we had the choice not to share.
Indeed.
So with that, say clink.
Cheers.
We'll drink to that tea. That is.
Well, I hope loosen up a bit this morning.
Yeah, I hope they're loosened up.
And I hope we spill enough tea this morning.
And I hope you spilled yours in the comments. Please do. And let us know where you are spilling the tea from. So if you are spilling the tea from St. Martin, if you're spilling the tea from the US, if you're spilling the tea from England, if you're spilling the tea from Barbados, wherever you are.
And speaking of tea, shout out to my friend up there in Canada, Mr. Norman Chaseman. He's always spilling some tea. I'm sure he's having his coffee watching right now.
Aww.
Shout out to Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Chaseman, for watching. Remember though, Mr. Chaseman, you got to share and you got to tell them they have to subscribe. We implore you to do so.
Indeed. Much more speed tilling right here on Good Morning SKN when we return. Stay with us.
My name is Ace Green from Green Ace Refrigeration. Be sure to tune in to Studio 3 to 7 for Good Morning SKN from 8 to 10.
Hi everybody, my name is Erica Edwards. I am a singer-songwriter and I want you guys to tune into Studio 3 to 7, Good Morning SKN.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
My name is Asan Green from Green Your Asian Refrigeration. Be sure to tune in to Studio 3 to 7 for Good Morning SKN from 8 to 10.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Hi everyone, my name is Tatiana Lido, owner of Soul Food Kitchen. Make sure to tune in to Good Morning SKN on Studio 327, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. daily.
back to Good Morning SKN. It is time for another edition of Connections, where we highlight our nationals doing great things abroad. Today we are pleased to welcome private chef David Brown, who recently served as the personal chef for award-winning actress Miss Angela Bassett on her visit to Antigua. Good morning, Chef Brown, and I must say, finally, welcome to Good Morning SKN. Oh, our pleasure having you
this morning.
My pleasure as well.
How is it being back? I want to say home because I know you're born in Antigua, but how does it feel to be back in your parents' home or your second home?
It's always a pleasure being home. To me, any holiday I get is St. Kitts.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I could pick anywhere around the world. But
yes.
It's always home.
Oh, wow.
Antigua is home.
Yes.
But St. Kitts is home as well. So
I love it.
I appreciate coming home. Yes. Yes.
So, Chef, let's dive right into the conversation. Your
from
passion,
a next chef.
From one chef to the other. Indeed. Where did it all begin? Your love and passion for cooking?
Right here in St. Kitts, actually. My mother and father had a restaurant in Newtown, Victor's Hideaway.
Yes.
It was right next to the convent school. I attended the convent school for a bit.
Okay.
And that's basically, at one time I wanted not to do it because my stepfather, he was like a slave master. let's put it that way.
Okay.
And I stayed with it. My mother spoke to me, she's like, you need to stay with it because in the outer world, there is much more in the outer world than what we have in here. You know, so I just stayed with it and moved on from convent school to high school to college. And I'm here now.
So are you grateful to your stepdad for being hard and fast?
Every day that I get a job, which is a high profile job, I look up. I say thank you. His name is Victor. I say thank you, Victor.
Hence the name Victor's Hideaway. Yes. Okay. So you had to choose subjects in school. Was home economics a subject of choice?
Home economics.
Okay.
Well, I did all the girls' topics. I couldn't do the woodwork and the carpentry. I did needlework and I do home economics.
Okay.
Basically.
And what stigma did you receive from that, and who's laughing now?
I guess everybody's laughing.
Because who's laughing now?
I guess everybody's laughing because I mean that has pushed me into directions that I never really thought I've been.
Okay.
Even coming out of school, even coming out of college actually, where I did hotel management and culinary.
Nice.
To come back home, it was kind of difficult just to get a job in that field back then. So you have to just hunt here and there for whatever you can find until you get your foot where you need my foot to be, basically. So my foot is where it needs to be.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay,
at the
good
moment,
stuff.
I'm trying my best to see if I can bring it back home.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
I know we don't do private work here, so I'm trying to see if I get it back to St. Kitts and see how it goes. Yeah.
So why do you think we're not? It's the fact that we don't have the market for it, so that's why we don't do the private.
I think so. I think Kittians have to cook.
Okay.
Not that I think you don't have to cook. I think Kittians have to cook.
I'm getting disappointed with them. You should see the food lines on Sundays at the supermarket and at the vendors on the road.
I was here in 2017. I was a chef at OTI.
Okay, yes.
And I had those kind of issues because my plates, I don't do big plates.
No, okay.
And I realized here everybody like this big food. You know? So I will go in the evenings and ask guests like, you enjoying your dinner? And we're like, who are you? Because chefs don't do that here.
Yes.
And then they were like, well, I ordered this and ordered that. I say, yeah, but you need to eat that because if you're having 3 courses a meal, you need to enjoy 3 courses a meal. You can't have one big plate of food and then say, okay, dessert, and like, okay, can't go anymore.
Exactly.
So I was just trying to educate them as to how to eat food in small portions and enjoy.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Indeed. Chef Brown, you've mentioned being through college rather, but how important it is for someone to have a skill?
How important? That's a big question because that's very, very important. I mean, you have a skill.
Yeah.
Your skill is holding the mic and making sure people enjoy what they see. And for cooking, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. I was listening to your previous interview where the gentleman saying his time set is not there no more. I work 19 hours a day.
Wow.
I go work from 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I finish at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It all depends. And this is over a 7-month period for the whole tourism season.
Okay.
And then after the season, we travel.
Okay.
So I go to Italy, I go to Spain, I go to Switzerland, different places. Yeah,
Are you going to those places to cook?
I go to cook, yeah.
Wow.
Can I be a chef now? What?
Yes. So,
Proud of you.
yeah. So I have 1 week after today. I have about 1 week back home in Antigua.
Yes.
First home.
Yes, yes.
And then I have 1 week in Florida.
Oh, nice.
And then I have 5 months in Vermont.
Wow.
And then back to Antigua for when the season reopens.
Wow.
Yeah. Unless somebody has come before that.
Wow.
I have to be somewhere. So it's very rewarding. But for me, it's never about the money. It's all about showing the skill that you have.
Right.
Yes.
Put a smiling face, and if you put something on the table and somebody could actually smile at it before they actually eat it, you know, hey, look, you're doing your job.
Wow. Yeah. I see here you were the sous chef at Galley Bay Resort and Spa for 15 years.
Yeah. And
what ended your tenure there?
I got a job offer at OTI.
Okay.
And also I couldn't progress.
Oh, okay.
We had a chef there, and he was like there for more than my time.
The older ones.
And having a conversation with the owners, I was like, listen, it's difficult for me to move forward because you have a chef. So I can't go no further than where I'm at. Okay. So after the job offer came up at OTI, I said, back home? I didn't even think twice about it. I didn't even think twice. But it was fun coming back home and working OTI for like a year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice. And we're happy that you came back and you put some into your second home.
Yes. I always try to do. Always try to do.
Indeed. Chef Brownie just mentioned the levels of becoming, the levels that you're at. Yesterday we interviewed a chef, and he's at the commis chef level. I currently is at the chef de partie level.
De partie, okay.
Yes. And you're at what level?
Executive level.
And that's where we are.
Well, I passed. Well, I'm at the executive per some aspects of it.
Right.
But being a personal chef, when you become a personal chef, you bypass everything else.
Right.
Basically.
So you are an executive chef,
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So he can be my boss.
Oh, definitely. You mentioned some of the highlights of your career, but I am in awe when I saw that you cook for the great Angela Bassett. How did that come about?
Well, she was in Antigua for like a few days. I think she was doing maybe some vacation.
Okay.
And I have a family that I cook for every year. Whether we have a carnival weekend, Easter weekend, I'm there for the whole weekend. And they're friends, so they call me up. They're like, David, we have a surprise for you, blah, blah, blah. And all right, she want local food. So I said, local food. It's like, okay, I know she's African American. I know they're accustomed to their steaks and their caviars and stuff. Yeah. They're like, no, you bring your A game. So I said, okay. So I did some what we call fungi, mini fungi, mini dukana, some fried dumplings, some saltfish chop up, some curry goat, and I mean she was just like she was happy.
Any conch was in there?
No, we couldn't get the conch at the time.
Oh Lord, she missed out. Well, I hope.
But I think the curry goat was because of all the bones in it.
Yes.
So that's the sweetness of it. Put the bone in your mouth.
Yes.
Eat, suck.
Yeah. I like that method of eating. I like that method of eating.
Chef, share with us some of your highs and lows of being a chef.
Highs and lows. The only low I have is because I don't get much time for myself and my daughter. I have a 16-year-old now. And where she understands what I do.
Okay.
When I get a half a day off, that is her time.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's ice cream, it's movies. She loves, like me, she loves music.
Yeah.
So we jump in the truck, we put that on YouTube, put some speakers outside, and we drive all over and see them.
Imagine that.
The highs, I mean, how high? I mean, Angela Bassett, how high?
Oh, and traveling the world to cook for some of your guests.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I do that on a regular basis. They will call.
Okay.
Then we recommended by somebody else. I heard this. I heard this. Can you come up? You have the time? I'm like, sure.
Wow. Yeah. Do you ever take her on any of those trips?
I went to Germany in 2019, just before the COVID. I had a guest at, we have a place called Jumbe Bay. There are many people there.
Yeah.
And I had a guest, and they had like 2 weeks. And they're like, we need to invite you up. I like, but I can't come with my daughter. Like, no, bring her along.
Nice.
So we had fun.
That's nice. Are you still at Jumbe Bay though?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nice little piece of thing. Over
Yeah, real nice piece of thing.
Let me tell you, one time the guests came on the plane, and you all normally pack goodie bags for them, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, "We don't want this. Would you like to have it?" And I was hesitant at 1st, but chef, when I went in that bag, man,
well,
everything was still fresh. The croissant. Listen, I even got a free tote bag that I think I left in Antigua, one of the straw bags, because it was in that. And I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, what these guys paying per night for a house is like $35,000 per night. So I mean, you have to know top of top for these guys. You know, you have to
That bag, I can't forget that bag. You know, that's how good that bag was. Then the food in it, I even shared with the guys on the ramp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking as a personal chef, I've seen you went to Naples, Italy.
Yeah.
Can you share with us some of the experience gathered there?
Well, I went to Naples Italy basically on training.
Right.
Even I'm a private chef. I was cooking for a gentleman, and I made pasta for him one day. Now, how we was taught in school, pasta is you cook it, blanch, you basically drain it, and straight into the fridge to cool down, some olive oil.
Yes.
So I'm doing that for him one day, right after breakfast, like, pasta. So I'm doing the pasta. He's like, David, what's this? I was like, pasta? Like, no, this is not pasta.
What?
I said, okay, well, that's what we train. He said, you know what? We're going to the airport. So I'm figuring I'm just taking him to the airport. I'm still having my chef clothes and stuff. I'm just taking him to the airport. We bought his plane, private plane. Naples. He has a
Just like that. With nothing.
I had nothing but just what I had on.
What?
3 months in his hotel, and he have like a 5-storage hotel.
Wow.
And the last 2 floors, they just make pastas fresh every day.
Wow.
Every day from morning till night, just rolling out different pastas every day.
Wow.
So I had to buy a pasta making machine.
Okay.
And that was the end of that. That's all he wants for lunch. Pasta every day. Different sauces, different pesto, no creams.
And of course, Italy is known for pastas and pizzas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even like pasta now, to be honest. I cook it, but I don't.
Enough.
I had too much.
I don't like it, period. I don't like it. I don't know something about it. I never gravitate towards it. No.
I mean, if I make it for you, trust me, you like it. But I
don't like pasta. But okay,
no, you
I'll
like it, trust me.
I'll trust you.
I'll make you some before I leave.
Ooh la la! Looking forward to that.
Well, let me see if I got a proper training. I was taught the basics of starting a pasta is garlic, basil, and onion. Those are the 3 most important to start.
To start?
Yes.
Well, the basil is the end.
To the end.
The end. It's olive oil, garlic, onion.
There you go.
Everything else, basil goes in last.
We hear it from the professional.
Yes, you did. So you got some free training today, right?
Right there and there.
Okay.
Of course.
Chef, let's talk about you launching the Masters of Culinary Cooking competition.
Okay, so about 4 years ago, 4 years ago, I launched a campaign where I tried to give back to not only the youths, but even if yourself as a commis chef, your menu, you have ideas, but your ideas don't want to reach on the menu, because whatever the chef puts out is what everybody cooks.
Correct.
So I decided to just have a competition where 7 hotels, you do an in-house competition.
Okay.
Four cooks. It can be prep cook, line cook 1. It can be a dishwasher. It can be somebody who sweeps outside. So I have an idea.
Right.
I put together a mystery basket, and you cook. You have that competition, and then the second day, the winners come together and have that. So there's no senior people involved, and the winner has to have his menu and have his dish on the menu for the day. Give you incentive.
Right.
You said no senior persons involved. So how old are these persons?
No, you could be 50.
Oh, okay.
As I said, as a dishwasher, we have people that in the industry 20 years, 30 years as a dishwasher, but they have an idea.
Okay.
So you give them much opportunity.
Okay.
And with me, my competition is not about money. It's all about uniforms, chef bag, chef shoes, something. But no, I encourage you not to think money first.
Yes,
think
I like
work
that.
First,
yes.
Money will come after.
Indeed, I like that.
And I actually tried to start it here at OTI. I think I'll send you a picture of it, where I started it here. But I had I'm not trying to bring down nobody. I had a boss, a manager there that if you don't take what the word is.
If it's not his idea,
thank you.
It wouldn't
It
work.
wouldn't work.
We've all had some of those. Trust me. Even in my days of being on the aircraft, if it's not their idea and they're the senior person, it's not a go. So trust me. But look at it. Who's left? Who's laughing now?
Indeed.
Well, we have a lovely plate of food over there in the corner.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
Could you believe, right? See, I'm not even going to say. But that lovely plate. So what do we have over there, Chef David?
Well, this morning I still couldn't come on a talk show and speak about food without creating something. Wow. So I just made it very simple. I had something else in mind, but I said, you know what, let's keep it simple.
Okay.
So what I did Cajun seared salmon.
That looking good.
I did some pearl vegetable couscous. Because I'm trying to, I try to do healthy.
Okay, good stuff.
Sorry, I don't eat healthy, but I try to do healthy. I was raised in St. Kitts. I love bread.
Yeah.
So I did a pearl couscous with some vegetables and cinnamon and honey dusted butternut.
I thought those were wedges.
No, they're butternut.
Oh my God, tell me. I don't eat breakfast, right? So when I see food, I just imagine things.
Yeah, and they have and the sauce, they have a nice beurre blanc, what we call it beurre blanc, as you'll know it.
Yes.
But let's just say lemon cream sauce.
Yeah, I was just going to say how when it comes to salmon or seafood in general,
something with lemon.
Yes.
Yeah, something with lemon.
So can't wait to dive in.
Y'all, I feel like a little trainee between these two chefs here. But that looking delicious, and I'm sure our audience looking will say, wow, Chef David, that looks thebomb.com. That's my favorite slang. Thebomb.com, that looks good.
Yep. And trust me, couscous is not easy to prepare.
No.
So
it's not like quinoa? I've never cooked it.
Quinoa, you have couscous quinoa.
Right.
Quinoa you have to actually cook. Couscous you don't, well, if it's a pearl couscous like I have here, you have to actually cook that.
Right.
But then you have the regular one, which you just pour some hot water over, plastic wrap, 2-3 minutes, it's done.
So you let it basically absorb the water.
Just absorb the water and that's it.
Oh wow. Oh,
so the less water, the better. The more water you make to clumpy up. You know, the less water and you're good to go. Add whatever seasonings you want to it. Add the vegetables and you're good to go.
I want to ask a question before because I don't want this interview to end.
I know,
How important is it for someone? I know Andre is now a chef de pasta.
The
party. Lord,
correct her, please.
Thank you, chef. See, I'm thinking pasta. Andre, I apologize. I apologize. How important is it for someone to further their education? Because we see you went to Le Cordon Bleu, you got the opportunity to go to Naples, so you would have perfected your art, because I'm going to give you that. How important is it for young people to go to school to be recognized as chef?
Very. I think the education comes first.
Okay.
It's trial. Well, back in our days, as well. Okay, I can say I'm 55 years old now.
You don't look at.
I don't look at the day, no, because I tell you, the bread, not the food, the bread. But back in our day, I mean, education was a bit easier, in my opinion. It's now a bit hard. I mean, me and my daughter had a discussion up to last week. She's doing an exam now, and they're talking about the algebra and the x plus squared equal 1. And you know, she's like, but Dad, if I'm doing maths, why do I need this? X plus 1. I need 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is whatever the case is. You know, I say, well, listen, maybe they have a different agenda for you all. And you have to just take it in. Whatever it is they're offering, just take it in.
Just take it in.
Because you never know where you're going to. She says she wants to become a forensic auditor, forensic accountant, something like that.
She's gonna check those dollars.
So you have, dollars is right. Dollars for me too. But it's very, very serious. You have to be very serious with your work. I mean, I'm hearing on the radio every day since before I came here of the crime rate here, the crime rate in Antigua with young people. You know, and to me, it hurts me on a daily basis when I hear these kind of stuff here. But I think it comes from the parenting. Basically, the parents, first and foremost, a lot of parents now without they're doing 2 and 3 jobs. And the neighbors, like before time, can't speak to your kids. So then the kids them just do what they feel like, you know. And I don't know how we can get it back to where we used to be, but I could just say for the kids that are in school now and they really want to succeed, stay in school.
Stay in school.
Indeed. Yeah. And Chef Brown, what advice would you have for someone who wants to become a chef? But I know for persons, let's say in St. Kitts, to to become an executive chef, you have to travel abroad to finalize that career. Like that higher education, maybe you have to go abroad to get it done. But what encouragement do you have for them?
Well, let me answer the first question first. Travel abroad, you don't really have to. It became easier now. You could actually do the chef exam online.
Yes.
We have a chef there in Florida, chef that I worked with. He actually came here when I was at OTI, and one or two of the cooks, they actually did the exams
online,
where we can do that. I mean, OTI paid for it, so they didn't have to even out of pocket. But it's good, and you have to go in bad. As I say, you as a person has to know that's what you want.
Yes.
And if you're doing it for money, again, you'll never succeed. You'll never succeed. You have to do it
from your heart.
From your heart.
That's what you have to do.
I agree. Certainly agree.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, Chef Brown, the long-awaited conversation was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it's nice to have you in person. Actually,
I much appreciated.
I know your alma mater here prior to OTI was Jack Tar. Have you gone back since it's now Royal St. Kitts?
No.
Oh, so you're not. Some of your old pals are still over there, you know.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't know who's still there with that day. I never. Whenever I come here, I go straight to Nevis.
Okay.
Because my mother is not really too well, so
sorry about
I try to be around her as much as I can. I come here. And I have one or two guys from Sunny Point that we do. We used to do badness, as we call it. So we should try to do a little badness now and again. In a good way?
Yes, in a good way. Yes, indeed. So thank you again for coming. I hope our audience would have enjoyed the interview as much as we did. And that lovely plate of food, me and a young lady, we are going to have a fight after the show.
So can I just, I could leave my number. I mean, if somebody have any questions.
Sure.
In-house, out-of-house, whatever the case is, they could always give me a holler.
That's your camera,
That's your camera
right there. I have my personal camera. Okay, so I'm Chef David. I am at 268-772-2891. You could give me a WhatsApp, you could give me a call at any time, morning, noon, and night. And if you have any questions, any queries about anything that you like, even to share, 'cause I love to share. I don't hold back recipes. I will share with you, That's not a problem.
Y'all? And you got that from a chef that cooked for a big store. So take the opportunity.
Of course. Well, listen, Chef David, it's that time. He's going to help close us out this morning.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, he is.
Why do you sing a song?
How did you know?
40, it's that time.
Yeah, so you go ahead, start the song.
So long.
Farewell.
To you, my friends. Goodbye.
For now. Until we meet again.
There you go. Thank you for joining us today, folks. Tune in daily where you'll find a little bit of everything for everyone. Get your friends and family to watch. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube as Studio 327 Inc. and Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share. Also, check out our website at studio327inc.com to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
And we want to say a special thank you to all of our guests that we had on our show today for taking time out and being a part of Good Morning SKN. So leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. And see you tomorrow, Thursday at 8 a.m. when you will wake up bright and early and start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. We hope we made your hump day fun. Remember, subscribe, share, like. See you tomorrow. Bye.